Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We're the #1 Class B RV dealership in the state of Florida, #2 in the whole United States of America. And it's because I get to sell some of the coolest stinking RVs on the road. I am on top of this brand new 2025 Storyteller Beast Mode. I mean, if this is not the coolest van you have ever seen, I don't know. You just haven't seen anything. I mean, this thing has everything from all-wheel drive to tons of lithium to KC lights to the box, the spare tire, the awning. Everything you can imagine in an overland adventure van comes on this Storyteller Beast. So I'm up here just to show you, you can walk around the entire roof of this. I wish I had a lawn chair. I would be sitting up here and I'll do this whole video from a hammock on top of this beast. So there is a patio on top of this that you can hang out on. You can store stuff. You can bring 2 chairs and a table, sit up here, play cards, eat dinner, or just stargaze. You know, like this, how beautiful is this that you can sit up here and look at the stars and not have to be inside the van. So Storyteller has done a great job for the past, I don't know, 7 years they've been making these things, that they have made this to be one of the most unique Class B adventure vans on the market. And the fact that you can just walk all over the top is very unique as well. So I love Storyteller. During this video, you're gonna see why, if you're looking for an adventure van or an overland van, Storyteller should be at the absolute top of your list. So I'm gonna get down from here. Hopefully I don't kill myself, and then I will continue to show you why Storyteller is phenomenal. So what is unique about this Storyteller? Why does it cost $245,000 no matter where you buy it in the whole country? That is the question I'm posing today. That is the problem that I'm gonna solve today for you. And some of you guys are gonna comment and say, Nick, that van will never be worth $245,000. And some of you guys are gonna call me immediately and say, I want one. So depends on who you are and what you're looking for. So what makes this $245,000? What makes this the best overland adventure van on the market? I'm gonna take the next hour and I'm gonna show you, maybe not hour, but I'm gonna show you what makes it. So the first thing is, this is an XO. So last year, up until last year, they only made what they called the OG. It had no permanent bathroom shower in there. It had a curtain. So what makes this an XO is that it has a cassette toilet built into it. You may look at that and say, Nick, what in the world is that thing? This is the toilet. So the toilet's right on top of it, and then this thing here opens and your waste goes in, and then it shuts. And then you take this and you open this, you unscrew the lid, and then you pour it wherever you need to pour it. This thing is brand new, so I'd have no problem drinking out of it. Probably wouldn't, but I'd have no problem if someone dared me to. If you dare someone to do so, they just have to do it. So use your dares wisely. If someone dared me to do this, I might have to do it. But this is how you take it and you go dump it somewhere. But Storyteller, historically, from when they first started making RVs, they did not make a cassette toilet. They made ones that had a toilet in it. They didn't make a permanent shower. So when we get inside, you'll see, but this makes this an XO versus the OG. There's also a smart plug. The smart plug is what you plug into 30 amp service so you have power in your whole RV. But Storyteller gives you 16.8 kW of Lithionics lithium batteries. That is 2 big, huge batteries. And typically speaking, without a plug, without the engine being on, with just running the air conditioner, the fridge, and some lights, you can run this air conditioner for about 16 hours all by itself. How amazing is that, to be able to run for multiple nights and days with the air conditioner on? I mean, you sleep for what, 6 or 8 hours a night. So if you just have the AC on at night when you're sleeping, the compressor never turns off and it just runs the whole time. You can run for 2 nights. If the compressor kicks on and off, you have enough power to run for 3, 4, 5 nights even, depending on how well you conserve your energy. So 16.8 kW. You have an OWL ladder. You have an OWL running board. You have a Rixen diesel-powered hot water furnace and heater. So there's no propane anywhere on this beast. You have the brand new Invictus advanced suspension. You have 17-inch wheels that have the cool Storyteller logo on them. You have BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. This thing is ready to go anywhere you want to take it. Now, Can they get more ready? This is the beast. They throw everything and the kitchen sink into this bad boy. Yes, you can get an upgraded Invictus suspension. You can get an upgraded fuel tank. You can get upgraded water tank. You can get upgraded Starlink on here. You can add more lights. You can add a winch. You can add things to this beast, but you don't have to. Exactly the way it sits, exactly what it is. You can take this bad boy anywhere you want to go. So this is where you fill up your water tank. This is the spare tire they give you. They give you 2 Invader racks. This is the OWL box. This OWL box is so secure and tough. There's a rack in it. I mean, this is insane how tough and rough this thing is. You can put another one above it, and you can put another one there if you want to take more stuff with you. Some people want 2 spare tires, and they want a box on top of that. So you can do 2 spare tires and 2 small boxes. You can do 1 large box. I mean, depending on how you're going to use it and what you're going to do is depending on how you're going to outfit the back of it here. Storyteller does have 3 lines. They have the Classic, which doesn't have a lot of these options, and obviously it's a lot cheaper. They have the Dark mode, which has half of these options, and it's cheaper. Then they have their Beast mode, which is this one. Then they can do the bathroom or no bathroom in either one of them. So the XO connotates whether it has the, what do they call that? The beatbox, the bathroom in it that you walk into, and I'll show you that when you get inside. I always like when I'm back here to show the back because it's so unique. And there's so much cool stuff. So a lot of times when you're in one of these 19-foot Sprinter vans, you're not doing a lot of your living inside the van. You're doing a lot of your living outside the van. So they give you this cool step so you can climb up in here. And when you're in here, you see you have a lot of space. So there are screens. So they give you a split screen here. So you can put half down, the whole thing down to keep the bugs out. Or you can load this thing up with bikes, with canoes, with skis, with, if Tim were to take this thing up to Alaska to do some filming, Tim, you'd probably put all your camera equipment in your safe, bulletproof boxes back here. So this bed does come down. I'll show you that when we're in the RV, but there's storage here. You can store things here, and they give you all of these storage. I mean, these things are not cheap. Obviously, they're not super expensive, but in this RV, there's probably a couple $1,000s worth of flexible Velcro compartments all over this thing that you can store your goodies in. You do have a lagoon table back here. This is your whole water control panel. This is your spray port for your outside shower. You may look at this and be like, Nick, you're talking about kilowatts and lithium and nights and water things. I got no idea what you're talking about. And I get it. I totally get it. You may look at this thing and say, man, that's what I've always dreamed of. I am ready to pull the trigger, but I don't know how to use any of it. Who in the world is going to help me do it? So, couple things. At Sunshine State RVs, we can deliver for free to your house, no matter where you live. And we deliver these all over the country. Then we give you a walkthrough via Zoom, teach you how to use it. We film some videos for you, so that way you get a great experience, even if it's delivered to your house. And we give you tech support, and a lot of people end up coming to Gainesville. But we will fly you to Gainesville, and you can pick out your van, or you can already have one picked out ahead of time. Once you get here, we will teach you how to use it. We'll spend as much time with you as you need to go through this RV. Then we put you up for the first 2 nights in a campground, so you can test everything on this RV and make sure everything works the way you think it should work, and make sure you know how to use everything. Then after end of those 2 nights, you leave. If you live within 100 miles and you have any issues or questions, we pick your van up, bring it back to the dealership, fix it, and deliver it back to you at no charge. Then we give you tech support over the phone the entire time you own the RV. So we're committed to you, not just before you write us a check, not just while you're writing us a check, but way afterwards, we are committed to you as well. So a lot of dealers aren't, and that's what kind of makes us so different. That's why we've grown every year, year after year after year. We are growing because we take care of our customers. We're not perfect, but we try. We really do try our best. So we will teach you how to use this entire beast, which is beautiful. It does have a towing package as well. It can tow 5,000 pounds. It has a power awning. It does have the raised lettering of beast mode. You do have more OWL racks here. And then, like I said, $245,000. I've showed you a lot on the outside. Hopefully you're halfway convinced. When we jump inside, hopefully I can push you over the edge and convince you the other half that this bad boy, this beast, is worth every penny of that. Okay, so now my job is to show you the other half of this van. So I love this here. It just kind of helps bring the inside out, and it's very light, very easy. The fridge is also on the outside, so you can access this fridge here. You can grab your bottles of water, your fridge, you got a little freezer. All of this can be accessed from the outside and the inside. When you walk in, there is a screen here. So this screen, just like the back, it does drop down. So you can leave this door open. You can be cooking a meal, and you can even pass food back and forth. It does have, like I said, the Storyteller branding everywhere that's here. So I love being able to cook and hang out and look out everywhere I'm at to explore. So you have a sink, you have an induction stove that comes out, you got your big countertop, your JBL, or not JBL, Furrion Bluetooth speaker here to where you can be playing music and hanging out. What is unique about this one that is not in the other one? So they all have the seat right here behind the driver and passenger. This one does have, just like the other thing here, they have the Velcro pouches on the back of both seats, which are great. The lights, the KC lights that are on top, can all be controlled right there. There is a lagoon table here. So this has 4 seats in it. So you have driver, passenger, and 2 seats behind. This here slides out to give you a little space. So I got 4 kids, and they need their elbow room. They can't be too close to each other, or they end up pinching and fighting and biting. So this would be great. Also, I'm a big guy, so I like having a little extra space when I'm sitting in these smaller seats. Something else that's pretty unique is this window. So you can open the window with a power button and keep the screen closed. You can also move these seats forward like that. For the seat I'm in, you can recline it or move it forward. So I love how they give you all of these power options right there. And now the window's sealed, and then there's a nighttime version too. But I like having this seat here. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the XO model, so it does have this bathroom here. With the OG, this turns into a bed and lays flat. But I like having the bathroom here. You do have some storage here as well. This is like a soft storage, so if you did bump your head on it, it's not bad. And this is their proprietary screen here that controls everything in this mode XO, this beast. So you got the dimming lights, you got your climate, you have your battery power. Right now at what we're doing, this battery can run for 4 days. But then if we go to climate and we turn the AC on, and we turn it on, let's just turn it on low and put it at 57. So maybe let's go up to, I don't know, 60. It says it's 80 degrees in here. It takes a minute for everything to turn on. Let's make sure we got everything. Power management. Oh, is it inverter? Inverter's on. So it'll take a second. Once all that turns on, it will show us how long this can turn on for. Fresh tank water is low. So I love how much information this gives you as well. As we're walking back, I showed you a little bit of the kitchen. Both those chairs swivel as well. But as you walk back here, you get to see what makes the XO different than the OG. So this box is here, and with this box you have a bathroom. So in this bathroom you have the cassette toilet, you have a shower head, so you have hot and cold water, you have something to hang your clothes on, you do have lights. So if you are in here, there's plenty of room to sit on the toilet and close both doors as well. You know, I'm 6 foot tall, 236 pounds. I got a lot of space to be in here. I could also stand in here and I can shower. So they give you the option of having the bathroom. So Storyteller's solving a lot of different problems with having the OG, which has the drop down shower, or having the XO that has the enclosed permanent shower here, which, you know, I can see pros and cons to both, and it all depends on how you want to camp. It all depends on how you want to bathe, how you want to shower. Some people have to have this type of thing, and other people would rather have the wide open area. So to each his own, right? But you don't sacrifice the quality. So this is that induction stove I was talking about. If you do want to use it, you pull it up here, you plug it in. So now you have an induction stove. If you don't want to use it, you can leave it at home, or you can cook with it outside on that little flip down thing I showed you, which I like a lot. I love how they have dovetail drawers. We have soft closing as well. Nice big drawers, super high quality. You have a microwave, and then like I said, this is the bed situation with all of the storage back here. I've already kind of showed you this from the outside, but now we're inside looking at it from a different point of view. Lots of storage there, lots of storage there. And I love how secure it is. You can tell it's definitely high quality. So both of these fold flat. If you just want to lay one down, or actually, let's not do that. Let's drop this and drop, where's the other one? Here, there we go. So we really should drop these legs before there we go. So we'll drop the legs, put them in the holes. How's that? Right there, and right there. Perfect. So now it's nice and sturdy. I won't fall when I get on it. But what I like is, you know, there's a big trend towards people working remote. So this can also pose as an office. So if you do like the stand-up desk, which a lot of people at Sunshine State RVs have these stand-up desks, you can set your laptop here. You have a plug there. You can have this door open, and you can be working, taking phone calls, doing your Zoom calls right here from this desk stand-up area if you wanted. The other thing you could do is obviously sleep. So this is a bed as well. So I'm gonna show you that one's dropped, and then I will show you this one being dropped too, so that way you can get a sense of what this looks like and feels like. So even with it down, there's a ton of space underneath to where you can still have a lot of storage, but with it down, there is, look at that. They give you a little step right there, so you can climb in here, and I'll climb back ways like this. So now that the bed is completely made, you can easily sleep back here being 6 foot tall. So lots of space, lots of room for somebody else. Nobody sleeps like a zombie. I mean, this is like you're in your coffin. I mean, but if you lay normal, you have lots of space here. Lay on your side, there's room for other people, and there's room to kind of move around. So when you do get done and you need to get out of bed, you do have a step, you just climb right out, and it's perfect. So I like how big it is. I like how there's room underneath, how easy it is to go up and down. You know, every Storyteller, the Classic, the Dark, and the Beast all have the same bed setup and storage and everything in the back. What makes this one different is the XO, which is the bathroom, and then the Beast mode just has every possible option you can possibly put in one of these. So we have been selling these Overland adventure vans for a few years now, very familiar with them and familiar with all of the upgrades. This is definitely one of the areas in the Class B market that is growing every day. More and more people are wanting these adventure vans, Overland vans, so that way they can go travel and go to places where there's not other people. You know, especially if you're traveling during the summer where all the tourist places are packed, you can go places where there are no tourists, and this beast will help you get there. So I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope I did a good job of solving a problem for you and showing you why this beast costs what it costs, and that it's worth every single penny, not only because of the quality, but because of the community and because of the places that it will take you and the stories that it will let you tell. So Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida will deliver free anywhere in the nation. Thank you very much for watching.